thank them very much. As well as the City of Oakley. The City of Oakley, you know, they've been absolutely amazing to us out here this week. We really want to thank them for all their support, bringing Wild West here, bringing fishing tournaments back here, especially the Big Break Marina. Sean Ferguson and his crew, those guys have done an outstanding job all weekend. We never had lines going all the way down the road like we've had in the past. Sean's crew did a great job getting everybody launched. We were on time every day at 6:10, right around 6:10 for blast off, so it was great. Thank you, Sean, and your crew. The marina looks great. Keep up the good work. So, as well as, of course, our title sponsor for this event is General Tire. We really want to thank them for coming out to the Wild West the last couple of years. Lucas Oil, Protect the Harvest. Evinrude Outboards. Evinrude Outboards awarded $10,000 to the highest finishing pro anglers that were running Evinrude Outboards as long as they were 2009 or newer. So, you know, they support Wild West Bass Trail Pro-Ams as well as team events. They do the same thing, it's just not quite as much. But you know what? $10,000 on top of the purse. The pros at this event had the ability to win $25,000 for first place if they were running that Evinrude Outboard. So unfortunately that didn't happen here today. So we awarded it in $5,000, $3,000, and $2,000 increments to the highest finishing anglers yesterday during our payouts. So we paid out 11th through 21st place yesterday before everybody went home. And of course all the big fish money went out yesterday as well. We want to thank Ranger Boats, Genesis Wraps, Dobbins Rods, Trapper Tackle, P-Line, Gary Yamamoto Custom Baits, Power Pole, Ben Green Insurance, as well as Wood Brothers Carpet and Flooring out of Chico, California. So we want to thank all of them, as well as the local sponsor, Dan's Delta Outdoors. Thank you everybody for coming out here and supporting us. The first person we're going to bring up here on stage, we're paying back over $111,000 this weekend, by the way. On the pro side, the first place pro, without any contingency money, is going to win $13,500 today. So that's just for first place. So that's absolutely amazing. On the amateur side, the first place am without any contingencies is $5,500. And that's all for a $380 entry fee. So that's pretty darn good. So we want to thank everybody for coming out and fishing with us. First person we're going to call up to the stage here. This gentleman's name is Rodney Brenzer out of Discovery Bay, California. He's our current leader on the pro side. That gentleman had 28.71 pounds so far for the weekend. How you doing, Rodney?
I'm nervous. Yeah.
Why are you nervous, bud?
That's the first time ever making it this far, so I put a lot of pressure on myself.
We all do that as well, but you know what? Now that part's over. Now it's just a waiting game. You actually went out and did the work already, so now you just have to wait and see if you get to reap the benefits.
Yeah, I mean, I watch it on TV all the time, so now I get to do it.
Now you're actually on TV. Well, you know what? One of the great things is you're one of the few co-anglers, actually, that you have every contingency that we have for the co-anglers up here. You have Dobbins rods. You have 4 of those in the boat. That could be $500 on top of it. You had Yamamoto baits. You had P-line, and you had Trapper Tackle. That could add an extra $1,250, so you could be coming out here with about $6,750 if you win this thing.
I strongly believe to support whoever supports fishing. So, you know, they gave back, so I buy their product. I just, you know, I love to fish, so I give my money to the people that give back to the sport.
You know, that's awesome, and we really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. We're going to get started with this, so right now, you get to sit in this General Tire hot seat until you get bumped. And so you get to sit down over here for just a few minutes, and hopefully you get to stay there through the whole thing and not even have to go back and get your fish.
These guys are really good. I'm sure I'll get bumped for the first guy up there, but we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see where we end up.
Well, you know what? You got just over a 3-pound lead. So you know what? All you can do is keep your fingers crossed and hope that the work paid off.
Worst that can happen, I get 10th place. It's all good.
Absolutely, bud. Thank you for coming out and fishing right now. But right now, have a seat in your General Tire hot seat. So the first angler that we're going to bring up here, this gentleman, we do it in reverse order, so that this gentleman gets to sit in the hot seat and smile and get all the pictures from out here in the audience. This gentleman, in 10th place coming into today, he has 21.48 so far for the weekend. He's currently 7.23 pounds behind the leader. Out of Gilroy, California, Mr. Brian Eastlet. How you doing, Rex?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
You made it here. I know your boy was also here fishing this weekend on the front of the boat.
Yes, he was. Yeah, the front of the boat, and barely just 2 ounces away.
2 ounces from missing. That was very, very close. So that's got to make you proud up there.
Yeah, he's a good fisherman. Been fishing a long time together, and I love this event. This Wild West, I've been fishing Wild West since it started, and they put on one of the best tournaments out there. You guys are doing a great job, and anybody that wants to go out and fish a tournament, this is the one to do.
Well, we appreciate that. Right now, you're currently 7.23 pounds behind. I'm going to go ahead and have you stand over there and start pulling your fish out one at a time and show them to the camera right there to the right and put them in that bag. These guys are fishing behind these pros. They are fishing for their own 5 fish. So sometimes you can't really get a chance to fish the way you like to. Wow, nice. Number 2, right on. And if you don't get a chance to fish the way you want to, you have to be able to adapt to however that pro's fishing to be able to catch fish off the back of the boat. Sometimes it's not easy, so I absolutely get it. I think he's going to have that 7.23 pounds. We'll have to see here. It's going to be really close. Come on over here. Right now, we're going to see you're 7.23 behind. You're going to be our new hot seat holder right now with 7.98 pounds.
All right. Yeah. I don't know how long that's going to last, but I'll sit there.
All right, but you know what? Thank you very much, Brian. Go ahead and have a seat over here at the Jim Tire hot seat. And you know what, Mr. Brenzer, you can go right back down over here, and we will see you here very shortly. Thank you, sir. This your first time sitting in the hot seat over here, Brian?
Exactly the first time.
So how's it feel?
It feels great. Awesome. Yeah, it's a lot better than down front.
I know you've seen Clayton sit up there.
I have seen him quite a few times sit up here, so it's nice.
Where is he at? Is he out here watching you right now? There he is. He's over here watching Dad too. That's good. At least you know how he's out here supporting you up as well. All right, good deal. All right, next up on the stage, coming in today in 9th place. This gentleman is out of San Jose, California, is currently 7.63 pounds behind the leader, Mr. Sean Nash. How you doing, Sean? Good to see you, buddy.
Great to see you. Thanks for having us out here.
Absolutely, buddy. You want to say hi to
Wife and kids, and thanks to you guys. This is my first year fishing Wild West, and it's great circuit. It's a lot of really competitive anglers, and just happy to be here.
It's pretty amazing. These guys, they can catch them anywhere they go. So, you know, on the back of the boat, as long as you want to catch a check, and that's our goal, of course, ultimate goal. But also you want to learn something every day.
Right. Every day you learn something, and today I made it to today. It was fun fishing today. So didn't get 5, I got 4, but had a lot of fun. Had a lot of great pros.
All right, but well, let's go ahead and start pulling those things out of the bag and putting them in there. Sometimes, like I said before, you can't fish the way you like to or you're comfortable enough, and it's extremely hard to get behind some of these pros and catch fish because they really clean that water up. In the Delta, that can be very difficult if they're fishing tight to the tulies and they're moving with the current quite a bit. Nice fish, there you go. So, unfortunately, sometimes you don't get all 5 of them. That's a part of it. But I've always said, as long as you learn something, even if it's what not to do, if you're learning something each day, you're out here getting a chance. Come on over here, Sean. We're going to weigh those 4 for you right now. You need 7.63 pounds. Not going to be quite enough. 6.73. Thank you so much for coming out and fishing the Wild West. You want to say hi to anybody from home? Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming and fishing with us. All right, the next angler, you survived one. There you go. You survived one of them. The next angler, this gentleman had 21.92 pounds for the first 2 days. He is currently 7.54 pounds behind the leader. Out of Discovery Bay, California, Mr. Travis Williams. What's up, Travis? Hey, buddy. All right, man.
Oh yeah, we had a good day. Struggled, grinded, made a ton of casts, caught a few fish. It was a grind day.
Who'd you get the fish behind today?
Fish behind Isaac today. Yeah, so it was fun. I learned a lot. He's a local, I'm a local, so got to learn a bunch of new stuff.
You get this, instead of watching him on fishing some of these tournaments or fishing against him in some of these other smaller events, you actually got to fish behind him today and see what he's doing.
I got to see exactly everything I needed to see and learned a lot, so it's good stuff.
Right on. Anybody want to thank out there?
I just want to thank you guys for hosting the event. Thank the pros. My pros definitely needed the fish yesterday, so that's a big help.
Right on, bud. Well, go ahead and step over and I'll let you start pulling your fish out of there and show them the camera. It's really nice when you draw some of these local guys and you get to see some of this stuff that a lot of times we see their finishes online and you don't actually get to see how they're doing it. When you get to actually get behind these guys, it's really neat to see how they pick apart this stuff. Wow, absolutely beautiful. I don't think you're long for that seat, man. You got all he has is 2 fish. He needs 7.54 pounds. That's a possibility here. We're going to see what you got here. Wow, 8.26 pounds. You're going to take over the General Tire hot seat.
I just want to thank my pros again. that's it. Yeah, those guys got me out. So.
Thank you, buddy. Good job. Have a seat down here in the general tire thing. Mr. Eason, thank you, sir. Thanks for fishing with Wild West. All right, next angler up. This gentleman had 22.30 for the first 2 days of competition. He is currently 7.88 pounds behind Travis Williams. This is going to be 7 pounds behind Person Area, so this is pretty crazy how close this is right now. Out of San Jose, California, Mr. Anthony Sanchez. Come on over here, Anthony. How you doing, sir?
Good. Real good. Tosh. Tough day though.
Everybody had GPS on you?
Yeah, we had all Federation boats in there. Yeah, it was tough. You guys and everybody around here, City Local, great event, and makes it possible very well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming out and fishing with us, sir. Go ahead and step over there and start pulling your fish and putting them down and show me the camera right there. He wants to sit.
You get another half a seat.
You made it up here on stage. Sure you want to show everybody. I put it right there in that bag that he's holding over there. Right there, sir. Tough day out there on the water for you. I absolutely understand. You need 7.88 pounds. Not going to do it.
No, I lost the 4 after
Well, that 4 pounder would have put you there, but the 143 attitude weekend. Thank you so much for coming out and fishing Wild West back there. You taking care of your fish for us. All right, so you made it through 1. There we go. So right now we've got friends. You both have made it through 1 person. You got to make it through 2, and then you're on top right now. All right, buddy. All right, the next gentleman coming up to the stage, he had 22.47s. It was very close in the co-angler side in the weights. He had 22.47 for the first 2 days. He's currently 7.71 behind the leader. Out of Payson, Arizona, Mr. Spencer Herrera. How you doing, Spencer?
We're doing good. It's a pretty tough day. It's a pretty tough day today, but my pro he put me around fish and capitalized on it. Got a decent limit, so we'll see how it goes.
Where'd you get the fish behind there?
Timothy.
Tim Bacus?
Timothy. Yeah. Just thank my mom and my dad and Wild West for putting this on, and all the pros for putting me on fish this week.
How far of a drive is it to Payson here?
It's about 12 hours.
Did you travel with anybody else?
No, I drove by myself. All my travel buddies are working in Alaska right now, so.
Right on, man. Well, thanks for coming and supporting Wild West, and let you get over there and start taking those fish out, show them the camera over there. We have a lot of guys that travel. We have anglers all the way from Washington, Oregon, Utah, Idaho, and of course Arizona. Our General Tire Pro, Ty Al, travels all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, comes out here fishing with us. And this young man on the co-angler side, all the way from Arizona to come out and fish at Wild West. Looking for a chance at around $32,900 we pay back on the co-angler side this weekend. Nice fish, buddy. All right, you currently need 771. Come on over here. He's going to take care of your fish there. You think you got it?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Yeah, you definitely got it. 978. We're going to add to your total there. How you feeling right now, bud?
Feeling pretty good. Just excited.
All right, man. Well, you're going to take the General Tire hot seat right now for this young man. So far, nobody's made it past 1 extra person up here on that stage. That's a pretty good way. That's going to give you a little bit of a cushion right there. You feeling all right?
I'm feeling good.
Your hands are getting kind of twitchy down there. It's all right, bud. You know what? You drove a long way. You'll have a long time to calm down after this one. All right, man. All right, the next angler coming up. This gentleman's coming up. He came in today in 5th place. He had 23.44. He's currently 8.81 pounds behind the leader. Sitting over here, Mr. Herrera, is Mr. Daniel Abella out of Sacramento, California. How you doing, Daniel?
Man, I had a tough day today. I only got 3, but got 3 decent ones, so we're gonna see how it goes. But it might be very close. So.
Anybody you want to thank out there?
I want to thank my family for coming out. My girlfriend, my family's been out every day, watching me away, so definitely good support from my back. So, yeah.
Congratulations. I'll let you go ahead and start pulling those fish out. He says he only has 3, but he's got some good ones. Hold them up for that camera right now. It's going to be a close one. I guarantee you that. Hopefully you can make it past 1 and then get to 2 after that one, right? All right, bud. Sometimes it is extremely difficult out here. This wind right here made it a little tough for these guys today. So, and we usually save the big ones for last. Oh, nice fish. All right. That's going to be a close. All right, Mr. Bella, come on over here. Stand right over here with me. You're going to put those in there. You need 881 to take over the lead. Let's see what you're going to do here. You got 887. You talked to him. What? How you doing? This is interesting. Great. You guys are making this interesting. So you're going to take over the General Tire hot seat. A little bit of so congrats. Now he's shaking. Spencer, thank you, young man, for coming up fishing the Wild West. You doing all right? There's a smile on your face now. That's good. That's a start. All right. The next gentleman coming up the stage came in today in 4th place. This gentleman had 23.51 for the first 2 days. He's currently 880 behind the leader. Mr. Joseph Cunningham out of Placerville, California. How you doing, Joseph?
Doing all right. It wasn't my day today, but it is what it is.
Part of it? Want to say hi or anything?
Yeah, I want to say hi to my family, say hi to my girlfriend, all my friends out here, my friends back home, and thanks everybody for supporting me.
Right on, buddy. Well, I'll let you go ahead and get over there and start grabbing your fish and putting them in the bag. So, you know what? It is imperative that we have the support that we have so we can come out here and do this. I mean, it is very difficult to come travel as far as some of these guys travel to come do this stuff. And you know what? It's great to have a support system at home. Come on over here, bud. You need 880 to take over the lead. Doesn't look like you're going to have that.
Yeah.
So you're going to come out here with 250 out on your total. We'll see where that puts you. Thank you, Spencer, for coming. Fishing with Joseph. For coming out and fishing Wild West Bass Pro. All right. Coming into today in 3rd place, this gentleman had 23.58 for the first 2 days of the event. He's currently 8.73 pounds behind the leader. From Moss Landing, California, Mr. Jason Lazzarini. How you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm alright, I'm alive. Yeah. My wife and my daughter at home, and I'll be home shortly.
Be home shortly. You know what? You need 873. How was your day today?
Not that good. Yeah, I'm short of that.
Who'd you have fish behind that?
Bobby. Yeah, he didn't leave much for me.
He didn't leave much for you, but you know what? You probably got one of the last guide trips out of him since, he's leaving the state.
No, he would have been my pick if I could have picked anybody, so I was happy to fish with him. Good guy.
Well, you know what? And at least hopefully you learned something and you can apply that to future events down here.
No doubt about that.
All right, buddy. Go ahead and start grabbing your fish and putting them in the bag over there. Show them to the camera right there to your right. We were talking about it. Mr. Barrett is actually leaving. He's already moved to Texas. Go for you. Put them in the bag right next to you on the right side of it. Over there in that bag right there. You want to show them right here to the camera, sir? Your right hand side there. They want to see those fish.
Zoom in for those ones.
That's all right. We want to see what you got. Come on over here, bud. Come over here, kid. So how far is Moss Landing from here?
About 2 hours. Yeah, it's not bad.
You know what? You need an 873. You're not quite going to have it. 583. Still going to give you a really good finisher here at Wild West. Thank you for coming out and taking the Wild West edition, bud. All right, dude. All right, bud. You've made it through 2. You're the first person to make it through 2 up here, right? Well, that's pretty darn good. That's, you know what? You have a new record right now, at least for this event. You're going to wear out the bottom of that chair, though. It quit moving. All right, coming into today in 2nd place. This gentleman is Yamamoto and P-line contingencies. He had 25.64. He's currently 6.67 pounds behind the leader, Mr. Mario Mariquin out of San Diego, California. Mario, good to see you, bud.
Nice to see you here. I had a Wild West. I'm happy my family got to be here. Sorry I didn't have any fish.
You know what? Who'd you fish behind that? Harvey Bullion, you fish behind him. Tough day for you, unfortunately, but you know what? He is a staple down here, and I know that you got to learn a few things while you were down here.
Yeah, he's a great guy. We had a lot of fun out there, but I wasn't able to execute. It just was what it is.
It's definitely part. You know, thank you for coming out here and supporting Wild West. It was great seeing you, Mario. Thank you, sir. Have a great rest of the weekend. And then there were 2. That is it. We've got one more gentleman coming up here. He came in today in 1st place. This gentleman out of Discovery Bay, California. He had 28.71 for the first 2 days on this event. Came in today as our leader. He's going to come up here. He is currently 3.60 pounds behind this gentleman right now. Out of Discovery Bay, California, Mr. Rodney Prince. We're going to bring you back up here. Come on up, buddy. That smile's starting to get a little bit bigger. Come on over here.
I feel good. I just want to win.
I'm sure you do. I absolutely understand. It's been a long day, and you know what? You're fixing to get the reap benefits. I'm going to let you take those out and show them to that camera right there as you put them in that bag. Come on up here, bud. It's not too promising sitting there watching that, but you know what? You held that seat for longer than anybody else. Yeah, no, it's not. Just kidding right now. But you know what? A second place fish isn't too all that bad, right?
No, it's a good finish. So.
You know what? Mr. Bridger is a heck of a fisherman. You know what? He caught some fish today. You know, he actually had a really good day, it looks like, today. He was extremely nervous. I can still see him shaking over there, just trying to grab those fish out of the bag. But I know, because I absolutely understand where he's coming from. You enjoy fishing the Wild West, Doctor?
Oh yeah, it was a real good time.
Absolutely beautiful bag of fish. Come on over here, buddy. We're going to do the formalities right now, so we're going to put those fish right there on the scale. We're going to crown a new champion. You need a 360. 11.032 pounds. Sorry about that. Our new champion for the General Power Building Delta. Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much, man, for coming out and fishing with us. You just did it right there. The jitters are now over, and now you actually get to sit there. You got to put that down there. You can set that right up there. Got to be proud of that thing.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I got a lot of family members out here. Thank you for your support. I want to thank Bobby D's Baits, obviously Dobbins Rods, and like I said, it was kind of ironic because I mentioned Billy yesterday, and I used a chatterbait blade that color that he designed, and even my pro said that's kind of a story to make it. It's kind of ironic, so. It was cool. I drop shot it, and today, my first 2 days I caught everything drop shot. Today I got some chatterbait fish and then drop shot fish. Anybody thinking about doing this is very cool. First time ever making it this far, but you can learn a lot. Just realize that you're not the pro. Don't fish for their fish for your own fish, and don't try to fish behind a pro because they're way too good.
You know what, and I've said that all along, absolutely, it's part of it. You have to learn to adapt to the way they're fishing. You don't want to target their fish. You target fish, they're around. And so you just want to target your own fish and figure out a way for you to do it. And you know what? You figured that out, you're going to take home about $6,700 for the whole place. And that's if you have no big fish money. Did you get a big fish?
No, I didn't. I had a 4-pounder the first day. I just caught, good backseater fish for this time of year. I never even really tried for a big bite. I just stayed in my lane and just tried to catch fish that I knew I could catch that the pro wasn't even looking at. I mean, there were times that I was just dropping down right next to the boat and I'd catch a fish and my pro would be like, seriously? Because he's not looking for those fish. He's doing his other thing. So, my game plan was to fish small. Drop shot, split shot, those kind of things. So I stuck to my game plan. I was very nervous coming in today. My pro reassured me about 80 times. Felt bad for him because he kept telling me, you got this. But that camera boat got in there with us today, and that really made me nervous.
I could tell. Well, you know what, sir? You get to reap the benefits. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 General Tire Bill on the Delta amateur champion, Mr. Rocky Bridger. Congratulations, sir. All right. Without further ado, we're going to go roll right into our pro side. On the pro side, we had a little bit different story coming into today. This gentleman came into today with 54.36 pounds for the first 2 days. He weighed in a 33-pound bag yesterday, which was absolutely amazing looking. And he's coming out of Modesto, California. He currently has an 11.71-pound lead, Mr. Stephen Tosh. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, buddy. I'm just happy it's over. I can't even handle it. Like, literally, I can't handle it. Like, the stress alone, I literally lost years of my life.
You know what? At our last event that we had, on Don Pedro, you came up there and you had an issue with some people, somebody passed away, and you were fishing for that person. You ended up taking a win up there, and you were talking about the stress you're having there. Sounds like you're a pretty stressful guy because you're down here doing the same thing.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, I'm at the age where you don't get any new people in your life unless you make them. You know, you just lose them. So that's a bad part about life. You know, nobody gets out of this alive. And my uncle passed away, my favorite uncle. I mean, just the guy was all about fun, and he loved winning. Rodeo cowboy, bronc rider, and he loved to talk about winning and just winning in general. That was what it was about. So I definitely fished for him. Yesterday, I talked to him a lot. I talked to God a lot. I just want to let you know, you think you hear this from me, but God is very good to me, and every one of you need to take time to make your own personal relationship with your God. I don't know who your God is or whoever it is to you. Take the own time on your own time tonight when you're alone at home. Have a relationship with Him, because you don't know when you leave here, and none of us get out alive.
That's awesome, man. You got 11.71 pound lead. You're going to take the General Tire hot seat. Congratulations, sir, so far, and you will stay there until you get home. You have a very nice lead right now. But we're going to start with the gentleman that is in 10th place right now, coming in today on the pro side of the boat. This gentleman is out of Tracy, California, Mr. Juan Acosta.
What?
Nope. Back here behind me. Not you, Bub. I'm looking, trying to find out what we've got here. So we're going to get this thing fixed really quick and find out what the difference is. I want to know what you need to have, one.
I know.
Absolutely, it's working on that right now. Come on over here, why don't you have a chat with me while we're sitting there talking about it. How was your day today, one?
Today was tough. Yeah, I mean, I just went out and fished. Hoping for a big one. Never seen. I managed to get it live. Yeah, no, it was pretty tough today.
Anybody want to thank out there?
Yeah, I want to thank you and the staff. I mean, you guys, big distance is doing an awesome job. And I want to thank a couple of people that helped me out. Nelson Southworth, he gets the life of every time we fail. So anybody to tackle, they help me out. And Jefferson Vinyl Rack. Once again, my wife, my kids.
But, well, we're going to, you know what? We're going to get started here in just a second. Right now, we're having a little bit of an issue on that computer, and they're going to get this figured out for us here so that we know exactly how far you are behind us. Because, unfortunately, I can't do that kind of math in my head right now. So, I absolutely understand. These guys have been out here battling this wind for the last few days now. They forecasted extremely bad winds the first day. Luckily, at last off, it was absolutely beautiful. So, the flag was barely moving. And we are working on getting this stuff all sorted out for these guys. They got to go out and have a great time fishing. It was a grind. I did hear there was absolutely a grind out there. So how did you do in your first few days? How'd you fish?
The first day I threw a frog and I punched and I caught him a small fly. That was not bad. And then the second day I kind of did the same thing. I did lose one good one the second day. And today I just threw the frog in the Sunday and tried to do something. Never happened.
Now I'd heard there was people talking about there was going to be 30-pound bags, you know, multiple 30-pound bags later in the event. Of course, that wasn't the case. We saw a few really nice bags, but what changes in it?
The weather, at they voted stage one, it would have been a lot of big days. Even the first day of practice, I had 30, and then the second day I was 26. Then it just kind of gradually went down.
Now you weren't catching the same fish. You were trying to catch fish that were moving up.
Yeah, some of them already done spawning, and some of them are moving up, and it's just kind of, they're all in the same area. Hoping to get fishing on that.
Absolutely. And you know what? You got your Ranger Cup qualified, and you also have Yamamoto, P-line, Trapper Tackle. You've got quite a few contingencies in there that you're going for as well. That kind of makes it nice to see the pot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Right on, bud. All right. You know what? We're going to have to take a break here for just a second, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to get this fixed because I have to know how far behind these guys are so that I know if he gets to stay on this seat or not. So they're going to have this thing figured out here in just a second. I'll be right back with you.
Well, you get to stay right there, sir. I'll be right back.
I'm going to be doing this the hard way with a calculator, and I'm going to be doing it with my paper. So, yeah, I am the secretary, unfortunately, buddy. That's the way it works. That is the way it works when we end up doing it. All right, Mr. Acosta, come on back up, sir. No, it is not. No, it is not.
Hey, right here, doing the full dance, feeling it. Just feeling it, living the dream. Just. Hey, Juan, why don't you go back to the bunk tank, hang out for a minute, buddy? What do you say?
All right, Juan, right now you are currently 20 pounds behind the leader, it doesn't look like. So unfortunately, we're going to weigh your bag of fish. I know we're going to go ahead and get started here. You're going to pull your fish, you're going to leave them right there in that bag and just do it this way. You're going to weigh 10.59 for the day. Thank you very much for coming out and fishing with Wild West. Thank you, sir. Thanks. All right. All right, next up to the stage. This gentleman comes up today, 9th place. He has a total of 34.12 pounds. Out of Wilton, California, Mr. Timothy Minkus. Timothy currently right now is 20.24 pounds behind the leader. Hey Tim, how are you, sir?
Good, very good. I just want to say hi, John. Hi, Jackie. John, I know, I'm sorry. I didn't get him today.
Did you have a good time this weekend?
Oh, definitely, yeah. This is my first Wild West tournament, and Gary Dobbins, I got your shirt on. I love it.
Thank you very much, sir. If you want to go ahead and grab your fish and start putting them in the bag there, that would be great. It is extremely difficult when you're out here trying to fish in this wind and keep up with these guys right now. He needs 20.24 pounds. Gonna pull those out one at a time and put them in the bag over there.
Here's my whoppers.
There's the last two. We're gonna put it in the bag over there. All right, Mr. Bates, come on over, sir. Not going to be the 24.24 you're looking for, but you have a good weekend?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Just today, they just did not fight for me.
Agree with you. Sometimes that is definitely part of it. Thank you for coming fishing with Wild West, sir. You got 970 added to your total. Thank you very much, sir. Have a great rest of your weekend. All right, next up, this gentleman came in here in 8th place today out of Brentwood, California, Mr. Harvey Pulliam. He had a total of 36.85 for the first 2 days. He's currently 17.51 behind the leader. How you doing, Harvey? Thank you, sir.
Oh, I'm doing great. Hey, this is a great tournament. I love fishing it. I love coming out here and supporting the circuit. I got to expand a little bit and start going to the lakes and do a little more fishing.
All right, bud. Anybody else out there you want to thank?
I just want to thank my girlfriend for always coming out here and supporting me. You know, bait tackle, and you know that's it. I support myself.
All right, bud. Thank you very much for coming to fish with us right there. You can start putting your fish out. Right now, you need 17.51 pounds. What you're going to need to take over the lead from Mr. Josh. That's not going to happen.
No, sir.
He's calling it for himself already.
Hey, man, work hard for these babies.
Come on over, sir. Come on over here and we'll weigh those fish in for you. I don't know if that's going to be your 17 pounds like you said.
Oh no, it was just tough, man. It was a tough day out there, just grinding. I mean, the fishing was so tough. You know, it was like you were fishing on the bottom of the earth, man. All you could see was the bottom. And like I said, from the first day, I needed a little more high tide to do my deal. And you know, it was what it was, and I got this far, and I'm really happy, and I'm getting better at this fishing stuff, and I really enjoy it.
Well, thank you for coming out and fishing with us. We're going to have 1068 to your total for the weekend. Thank you, sir, for fishing with Wild West Bass Pro. All right, next up, coming up in 7th place today out of Oakley, California, Mr. Bo Judry at 37.22. 36.85 for that one. You need about 17 pounds, I believe, Mr. Judry. You think you got that?
Definitely not.
Definitely not? No. Anybody out there you want to thank today?
My family, my friends, they all showed up today, and everybody watching at home. Thanks for supporting me, and I had a great time out there. It was tough. It was a struggle. A lot of great guys out there today.
All right, bud. Well, go ahead and start pulling your fish out, putting them over there on the scale. We can get this figured out right here. Thank you, sir. He currently needs 17.51 to take over the lead. All right, bud. Come on over here. Let's see what those things end up going for you. Not quite going to do it, it doesn't look like. We're going to leave here today with 13.07 for the weekend. Good weekend for you, though.
Yeah, it was great. I'm happy to get a limit, for sure.
All right, but thank you for coming to Fishing with Wild West Bass Pro. Good to see you, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. All right, next coming up from the scales in 6th place. This gentleman had 37.22 for the weekend. He's currently 17.14 pounds behind the lead. Fishing out of King City, California, Mr. Jason Letterman. How you doing, Jason? Good. Come on over.
Yeah, I want to say hi to my wife and my son and all my friends and family that are watching.
You have a good time out here this weekend?
Oh, it was great, except for today. Yeah, it was awesome yesterday, but today was pretty good.
All right, bud. Go ahead and pull your fish out of there. Pull them out, show them to them one at a time for you, sir. right, bud, come on over. We're gonna weigh those fish for you. Unfortunately, that's not gonna do it for you.
No, that's not gonna happen.
All right, we're gonna add 366 to your total right now, which isn't gonna get you over the top. But thank you so much for coming out and fishing the Wild West Bass Trail, sir. All right. Next up, coming in today in 5th place, this gentleman's out of Eugene, Oregon. His total was $39.74 for the first 2 days. He currently needs $14.62 to take over the lead, Mr. Chris Parks. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Doing great, man. It's good to be here. Yeah, so got a few people that need to thank. So a week ago, I blew my motor up in the boat. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to make it down here, so I called a buddy and to thank Mike Silva for letting me run his boat all week. My parents came down from Oregon as well. They're in the crowd today, so it's good to see them. And then finally, the Troutons at Discovery Bay for the great barbecue on Wednesday night. Delicious.
Absolutely great barbecue. And you know what? How far is it down here from Eugene, Oregon? How long did it take you to get here?
About 10 hours of stops and gas and food. So.
You have a good weekend also, though?
Yeah, it's been a great week. Caught some really big fish. Got a huge fish yesterday. Caught a big one the first day of the tournament today. Got him, but just didn't get the big one. So, but hey, it's good to be here on the final day.
All right, bud. We'll go ahead and start pulling those things out and putting them in the bag for you. Right now, you need $14.62 to take over the lead from up top. Nice looking little bag of fish you got there, but very nice fish. Right on. Excellent. Looks like you've got a decent bag of fish in there. Getting nervous at all, bud? No? He's not getting nervous. Nice. Very nice, man. All right, there's 5 fish. Awesome. Come on over, buddy. He's going to take those and put them in the scale. You need $14.62 to take the lead right now.
Yeah, not quite that.
Looks like you're going to be just short, $13.83. You know what? Thank you for coming out and fishing the Wild West Bass Trail. Anybody want to say bye to you real quick?
Just really got the president walking this. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow.
Take care. All right, bud. Thank you. Have a safe trip home. Thanks, Chris. All right, the next thing we're coming up to the stage. This gentleman came in today in 4th place, fishing out of Maud, Texas. He had 41.17 for the first 2 days. He's currently 13.19 behind the leader right now, Mr. Bobby Barrett. How you doing, Bob?
What's up, Chief? How you doing? Good day. Yeah. Boy, I tell you what, this place changed like a roller coaster, man. I want to thank Snack Proof, Sims, Yamamoto, Rattle Trap, others people I can't think. I'm so delirious right now. And my wife, the kids, and everybody in Mod Tech. I'll see you guys in about 8 days.
All right, bud. Go ahead and start pulling your fish out and put them in the bag right now. You get to put them inside the bag for him and show them to that camera there. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a grind out here for the last few days for some of these guys, but you know what? These guys always seem to figure out these fish, and they can always rise to the top when the time calls. So, very nice looking bag of fish there. He currently needs $13.19 to take over the lead. Very nice bag of fish. That one right there is definitely going to help. Come on up, Bob. That definitely looks like your 13.19, so it looks like you're going to get that General Power hot seat for a little while.
I think I'll get it for about 3.5 minutes.
Well, you're currently going to have them with 15.78 right now. Thank you very much, sir. We'll take care of the fish. You get to go over to the next seat. That's right there. Mr. Cross, we'll see you back up here shortly. All right, coming in today in 3rd place, this gentleman's out of Oakley, California. He came in today with 42.65 pounds. He came in with 42.38 pounds. He is currently 14.57 behind the leader, Mr. Isaac Podeslik. How you doing, Isaac? Good to see you, bud.
Today was a grind, but first day was absolutely awesome, and then the next 2 days was just a grind. Today I managed to get 5 fish. I caught them all the last second of the day. But just managed to get no big ones. Had a really good time. I fished with all the camera guys all weekend and had a great time. Absolutely fun. It's my first Wild West program, and I'm definitely coming back.
Right on, Isaac. Thank you so much. Isaac's the local down here as well. He started off day 1 with 26 pounds coming with the lead on day 1. Fell a little bit yesterday, but he stayed right there in 3rd place in the top 5. And all he needed was give himself a good solid limit today. And right now he needs 14.57 pounds to take over the lead from Mr. Barrett, who's sitting up here waiting anxiously. I'm sure. I absolutely understand, sir. That's a beautiful fish right there, Isaac. All right, come on over, bud. He's going to throw those inside the scale for you. You need 14.57 pounds.
No.
All right, buddy, you're going to leave here with 11.17. That's still going to give you a good, solid finish. Thanks for coming to Fishing Wild West, buddy. All right, Mr. Barrett survived one. And next, coming up here today in the second place, he came in today out of Benicia, California. He had 42.65 for the first 2 days. He's currently 14.30 pounds behind the leader. And I'm sure he would like to throw that little one right there in there with those fish. Who's this?
I can weigh her in, right?
That would be nice. Mr. Nick Moreau, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well today, thanks.
You know what? Doesn't look like you quite got him. You got a handful there. He's going to hold one side of the bag for you here so you can grab those fish out of there. Very nice looking sack of fish there, sir.
Thank you.
You got to give me a hand since you got your arms full over on this side. You got to have her up on stage.
Oh yeah.
What's your name?
Her name is Olivia Cash Nero.
Right on. Very nice sack of fish, man.
She's been on one fishing trip and we got a 7.5 and a 5.
Right on. Definitely lucky having her up on stage here with you.
That's what her name.
One more. Hold that up to the camera right there with her. Right on. Excellent bag of fish right there. Right on, Nick. Congratulations, sir. You can throw that right there inside that bag. Come on over here. He'll take care of that for you. There you go. Well, Olivia, I think you get to watch your dad take over the hot seat because I'm pretty sure that's going to be well over that 14-pound mark. Bobby a smack. All right, bud, 15.05 pounds. Congratulations, sir. You're going to take over that General Tire hot seat. Mr. Barrett, thank you very much. Good luck in your future endeavors, sir. Now we get to bring our day two leader, pardon me, who came in today with a total of 54.36 pounds. He currently needs 3.34 pounds, and I'm sure that already is going to happen. Mr. Stephen Tosh.
I want to thank my main sponsor, Kensaco Kashiwag. Kensaco, I couldn't do it without you. You make dreams come true, buddy. Our new trolling motor is going to be available on the new Minn Kota Ultrex Elite. The new Minn Kota stuff coming out will have our motor and our stuff on it. Also, the Motor Guide company is going to buy that too. So they'll stay the same look on top, but they'll have our brain and our motor, be brushless, digital, efficient. Everything's coming out. So look for the new Elite products coming from Minn Kota and Motor Guide. And Kensaco, I can't thank you enough. I got a Charger boat out there. It's 21 foot long. It's got a 12-inch jack plate. I swear to you, it is the baddest rig on the river. Every co-angler I drew this week was like, I can't, it feels fake. It almost feels fake. That is the bass boat to own. Taking off out of Big Break, everybody's running across the break trying to get to the soft side. I blow right past Blind Point, never even let off. I mean, it is incredible what that Charger boat does. If you want to ride in one, I can do that for you. Just look me up on Facebook. Thank you guys very much. All you guys that made the top 10, all you guys are hammers, man. Hammers. Your time is coming very soon.
Right on, buddy. Well, go ahead and grab your fish. Put those things inside the bag right there. Nick, come on up here, bud. You can stand up here with Olivia, and you get to watch this thing right here. Congratulations on the little one there. Great finish this weekend. I'm sure you already can see what's coming really soon here, but you know it's a great finish for you.
Yeah, I mean, last year I needed like 22 to beat Bobby, and this year I think I needed 23 to beat Bub. So, what the hell do I do next year?
Catch 28. That's probably going to be the way you're going to have to do it. Absolutely beautiful, man. You know what? You had a stellar weekend this weekend. Thank you for coming out and fishing with Wild West Bass. We're going to throw those. We need a cup right there, brother.
That's gonna leave a mark, man.
We have a cup with a scratch. There we go. That's all right. It's going to have a nice ride home on a boat, so that's all right. You need 3.34, 1071. Your Delta champion, Mr. Bucktosh. Thank you, Mr. Roy. Congratulations, Mr. Tosh. Right now, he's going to win himself a little over $13,000. Congratulations to you, sir. Very well earned trump.
Again, I just want to thank everybody, Wild West and everybody, all you guys in the top 10, man, you guys are all class acts, you guys all handle yourselves really well. A lot of stuff gets thrown at you in these tournaments you don't expect or foresee. The last day is always the hardest day every time, so everybody here did really well, and I just salute all you guys, man. You guys are all great fishermen and great guys.
Thank you, Bub. Congratulations on your championship. The General Tire Duo Delta Professional Angler, Mr. Bub Tosh, your champion for this year. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming out and supporting Wildlife Fast Trail and watching us. And we will talk to you very soon in the future at our Orville Championship up on Lake Orville, California in June. Thank you.